are you?
My name's Ray, Moisa.
And
I live in San Francisco in Bernal Heights. And it's a great neighborhood. And I'm a gardener. And
he's also a writer.
And a writer and a learning musician, student musician, and trying to figure out, just better ways to spend my time more productively, and not productive in the sense of money, but of just good things. And one of the good things that's happening in my neighborhood is we have a little store. Actually, it's called Heartfelt. I just remembered the name. It's called Heartfelt. And they put out a little basket, a table, and on the table is a basket, and in the basket is a sign, and it says free food. Give what you can and take what you need. If you take it, eat it, or share it with someone who'll eat it. And so basically it's about people who have excess produce in their gardens have a place to share it with every day. Because that's actually it's not a big problem, but a lot of gardeners who produce a lot of stuff, need to find a place to put it, because my wife and I eat out of my garden every day, and we have a pretty, but it produces a lot. It's a big garden, and for people who have that fortune to have that, sometimes it's hard to give it away. I mean, you give it to friends, and you give it to neighbors and stuff like that. But anyway, that's just another way of spreading the wealth around, and being more productive with your time here, all of us.
It's like, so I really like the idea of the community basket.
Yeah.
So your excess is someone else could use that. Like we have tons of rosemary, tons of rosemary.
Yeah. And there's always something in that basket. It's great.
And then you put something in there and you take something out that you want. I love that. That's like how life is, or it should be.
That's how it is. It's you take what you need, and you give what you can, and always, it's like buffet, always take what you need but eat what you take, consume it, don't waste it.
Oh, that's so awesome.
Don't be it's not enough to waste. And we were talking also earlier about global warming and the current crisis with our environment that we've created, and that you were saying anybody's in denial about it now is insane. And we've been knowing about it for 50 years at least, and it hasn't been just one or two lone visionaries, but a lot of people in academia and the scientific world, and in our own world, in the native world, and in communities all over the planet. So we know that there's this technological monster that we've created that is somewhat in our reflection of ourselves, but that we've made another mistake and created a monster. So we have to go back to the basics. And so gardening, I think, is a good way to do it.
That's what I've been telling. Like I've been discovering more and more that people have little herb gardens or little this and little that, and they have too much of one thing or they have a lot of one thing. And I'm like, we should start really trading each other.
Yeah, it's almost like there's no shortage of food. There's just a lack of distribution.
Yeah, for sure.
An improper and an unfair and an inadequate, based on money. Not based on...
Well, bartering is like, what is it? Bartering is rebellion, or bartering is revolution or something.
Yeah, well, you don't pay taxes on barter, for one thing, so you're not supporting the system in that respect. That's a great way to not pay war taxes. And then, it's just a negotiation between two individuals,
Yeah,
we each, and, when you give on a food basket, you're not... What you're gaining is psychic income, because it doesn't matter,
who takes it, it's not
the goodwill
it's just
of giving, is what counts.
Let's see. Wait. I was gonna say. I'm gonna ask you one more thing. I lost it.